Welcome to the Millionaire Maker Show, a podcast helping entrepreneurs scale their businesses online to create more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact. Now, with over 20 years of business building, coaching, and consulting experience, here's your host, author, speaker, and creator of the Millionaire Maker Funnel, Lindsay Anderson.
Well, hey everybody, welcome to this episode of the Millionaire Maker Show. I am your host, Lindsay Anderson, and today's episode is very special. This episode is all for real estate professionals. If you're a real estate professional, if you're in the world of real estate, you want to be listening to this episode because I will be talking about how to attract high quality leads on social media as a real estate professional and how to actually get sales from those leads. It's a very specific episode for all of those individuals in the audience who are real estate professionals. Maybe you're a mortgage broker, maybe you're a real estate agent, maybe you're a broker, maybe you sell insurance. All of these kind of services will be addressed and solved within this episode of the Millionaire Maker. And the reason why I'm doing this episode, it's near and dear to my heart because I know that real estate agents right now, they're in a real situation. We have a issue with the loan rates, with the interest rates being really out of control. It's like not an easy time to be a real estate agent right now, as well as with here in the States, there's a lot of laws that are changing that are really going to game and switch up the game when it comes to being a real estate agent. And so what I love about serving and working with real estate agents. They are serious business owners. You're not afraid to hustle. You know that just getting out there, putting yourself in front of people are going to get you sales. What I'm talking about in today's episode is a bit more of a structured approach rather than just showing up on social media and hoping that if you just show up that people will come, but actually knowing what to post on social media and how to get those individuals off of social media and actually talking to you so you can nurture and build those relationships, getting those individuals into a sales conversation when the time is right. And so this episode, real for those individuals who are real estate professionals, I am looking forward to painting out this very powerful strategy for you in this episode. So that's what I do here. Real estate agents, like I said, I'm pulling it out just for you because I know times are changing for you. It's not easy being a real estate agent. You need more leads. Long gone are the days where you can just rely on Zillow or on referrals for your leads, but instead you want to take back control over your lead source. You want to be able to have unlimited control over how many high quality leads you're bringing into your business. And that's what we're covering here on the Millionaire Maker Show today. So, first of all, it is 100% absolutely necessary today that if you want to generate high quality leads, you need to be on social media. It doesn't really matter where else you're getting your leads, if they're from referrals or they're from Zillow or wherever, or they're from your broker. It doesn't really matter where you're getting your leads. When you incorporate a solid social media strategy with wherever you're getting your leads, your lead acquisition is going to be 10 times easier and 10 times better because the tracking is on, okay? You send an email over here and then the social media channels, they just know that you've sent that email. They know you guys have been in the same location. What these social media platforms know is absolutely everything. And so if you show up to social media with a strategy that works, then social media actually helps you get in front of the people you're already trying to get in front of. Let's take cold calling for an example. Okay, I know a lot of agents cold call in order to get some leads. And I'm not saying, okay, don't cold call. What I'm saying is that when you cold call and that person interacts with your cold call in any way, the social media algorithms will try to show your content to them. It will try to get it so that you two can actually hook up and communicate, and it will drip your content to them. So even from If you're the kind of person that's getting all of your real estate leads through cold calling, if you aren't backing that up with a strong social media strategy, you really are losing out on sales, on nurturing powerful relationships, on really maximizing whatever it is that you're doing through organic lead generation. The cookies know. Social media knows. It's kind of listening to us. For example, okay, this is just a brief example, right? I'm sure this has happened to you before. This weekend, we were talking about lightsabers. My in laws just got back from Disneyland. My husband and my brother in law, they're talking about lightsabers. Within moments, I'm on my social media scrolling, and what kind of ads do I see? I see ads for lightsabers, even though I'm not in for lightsabers. What's my point? My point is social media and having a strong strategy on social media will help you in whatever way you are currently getting leads because social media is smart. Those algorithms are powerful. Do not disregard how powerful the social media platforms are in helping you find leads. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, of course, we want to be really niche down. I could be talking about this for days, okay, about how important as a real estate professional it is to niche down. But when you're niche down, hey, I'm the real estate agent if you're looking for a high quality house on a golf course, that's who you talk to. Or I'm the real estate agent if you're the person looking in this rural area of Idaho. That's exactly who I am. I am the professional here. I know everything about it. So I know you've been to the real estate classes before. I know you've heard this, but it is so essential that you are niche down and you are known for being an expert at one thing when it comes to real estate. Now, let's bring this into social media. A lot of times, agents will get on social media and they're like, number one, they're not doing video because you don't want to show up on video looking stupid. You don't want to be doing these videos. You're too busy hosting open houses and doing deals and going to live events and trying to meet people that you don't take time to do a video on social media. And a lot of this is just in your own head. Okay. You're getting in your own way. The fact is, when was the last time that you saw a subpar social media video from somebody that you even gave a second look? So it's called the spotlight effect. If you're the kind of real estate professional who is not doing video, you're not getting on video, then because you're afraid you're going to look stupid, there's just no way around it. The fact is, you need 300 reps on social media to get good enough, to get tuned in enough to actually know what your message is, to develop the skills around posting on social media. You have to get the reps in. And nobody cares, nobody's looking at you, so you may as well start today so you can start reaping the benefits of social media today. So get on, okay? Make a plan and start doing those reps. Video is not going anywhere, and really, social media video is your best bet for attracting high quality leads and finding more clients as a real estate professional. So get out of your own way and know you're just bound to look stupid either way. When you sit down, it's just like playing the piano. When you sit down to play a piano song, the first time you play through this thing, it's going to suck. The same goes for putting out videos on social media. Just know that if you're willing to do what others are not, which is put yourself out there, learn these skills, be new at something for a while, you will reap the benefits. As I mentioned at the top of the hour, there is no better way to attract high quality leads in the real estate industry than social media. The other thing that realtors are doing, so these are the mistakes. The mistakes are not understanding social media is your best way to high quality leads, not doing the work of actually getting on video, developing those skills, developing the way that you're going to be showing up and developing that sales process. You don't do it because you don't want to look stupid or you don't know what to do. And the third mistake that realtors are making when they get on social media are they show up like an influencer. Is you're on social media and you're posting all of this influencer content. You're posting about your kids. You're posting about all the great meals that you're cooking. You're posting about all the great vacations that you're taking. You're posting about all of the exercise that you're doing and how awesome you look. And while, yes, you should be posting some of this information on social media, if that is the only stuff that you're posting, you're missing out on clients because you're actually posting on social media like an influencer and not a business owner. So you have 4 things that you want to be posting on social media. So you're posting like a business owner so that people don't just see you as an influencer and somebody who like entertains them on social, but somebody who can actually provide value for somebody that they actually think of when their needs, when they require a real estate professional in their midst, and somebody where it's very clear as to why you're posting on social media. You're posting on social media like a business owner and not an influencer. And so there's 4 things that you need to be posting on social media so that you are that business owner that people will turn to instead of just an influencer, somebody that people like to check in with, that they don't even really know that you're a real estate agent, what your specialty is, how you can help them, why you're different than Barbara down the street as far as real estate agents go. Okay? So the first thing that you want to be posting on social media as a business owner, as a real estate professional is your, I call it the VEMS model. VEMS. So first is vibe. Of course, as a real estate, that's your secret sauce why people want to work. You know, relationships are most people have to like to interact with you and trust you in order for you to be their chosen real estate professional. So when you show up on social media, you want to be putting your vibe out there. What kind of agent are you? Do you take it seriously? Are you like what is your brand vibe? Like what do people feel when they see your brand? As well as what are some things that make you a more well-rounded human being, more than just a real estate agent? So, I recommend for realtors on social media that you pick 3 things. 3 personal things that you'll post on social media that allow people to connect with you, that allow people to see you as a human. So the first, okay, for me, I have 3 things. Here's the 3 things, and I post about these on social media, and people can connect with me as a human on these 3 things. That is, I am a mother of 3, so people can really resonate if they have children. I attract a lot of people with kids who are trying to juggle multiple things, and they know that having a business and 3 kids, if I can do both of those, pretty awesome. Also, I'm very passionate about my children. So I do share that I'm a mother on social media. The second thing that I share is that I'm from Portland. So, Portland, Oregon, the most beautiful state in the union, okay? And there's a lot of like people can draw from that. Like they remember you're from Portland. They associate certain attributes to being from Portland. And you can do this as a real estate agent by sharing where your specialty is, who you like to serve, where you serve from. You can talk about your hometown and how awesome it is because you can get a lot of local support around just loving where you're from. And then the third thing that I like to share is my health and wellness journey. If I have anything about working out or the food I eat, people can really connect with me on that. So I pick 3 things. Now, I'm also really into crocheting, but you don't see me busting out some crochet out there on my social media. It's not really part of the mix, doesn't really attract the right kind of client. It's not something that I bring up in the I don't want to confuse people with all the interests I have, so I keep it narrowed down to 3. So, that's vibe. You want to get those nailed down. That's what you post about. You stay in that lane. The second is E for experience. As a real estate agent, you want to be doing a lot of behind the scenes. If you're selling a lot of houses or you're going to open houses or you're getting buyers and you're hustling for your buyers, whatever it is that you're doing during the day, you want to be enveloping that in your experience. Of course, if you have clients that will give you a testimonial, that of course is something you want to post on social media. You, for day to day, you want to be showcasing your experience. And it's as simple as saying something like, just closed on a killer deal for a buyer of mine. We have been working through this deal for the last 2 weeks, and we finally closed on the home of their dreams. You don't have to mention their name. You don't have to mention their neighborhood. But if on social media, you're constantly bringing up your experience, what you're doing every day, and your audience can actually see themselves in the stories that you tell as far as experience goes, they will want to work with you. So we got vibe, we got experience. Next, and a lot of real estate professionals miss out on this. This is methodology. And when you develop a methodology as a real estate professional, it will allow you to stand above all of the competitors out there, from Barbara down the street, who's also a realtor. And it looks like this. You come up with a method, and on social media, you always speak to the method. So when you buy a house from me, I walk you through the deal method. First of all, we discover. I have to find out everything that is important to you about your house. What is important to you is not important to the next guy. I've got to figure out what you need in your house for you and your family that's going to make this a win. What are the must-haves? What are those deal breakers? That's the D in my deal method. The second step we take is E for evaluate. I will research and compare all of the houses in the specific specific market to come down with the houses that you specifically need. Then I will A for advise you. Okay, I will advise you by presenting only the houses that met your qualifications in the discover phase, and we will really boil it down to the houses that are going to make it a win for you. And then we lock it in. We negotiate and close on your perfect house. I'm there guiding you through the entire way. So as a real estate agent, if you show up and you say, hey, with my deal method, we really come up with the dream house for you. And this is what it looks like. And you're on social media and you talk about the deal method and you talk about all of this, then people will buy into you for your method instead of just, yeah, she's a really great person. I think she's a highly skilled agent. No, you can speak to your methodology, and that allows you to stand up above your competition, get better results for your clients. Your clients know what to expect. You look like an expert. So you really want to go in with your very own method and be sharing that on social media because it's about the buyer. It's about how you can best solve your clients' problems, and you have a method for it because that's just how good you are. All right. And then finally, your skills. What are your skills as a real estate agent? You want to be putting those on social media. Do you know the going rates? Do you know what neighborhoods are awesome? Do you know what school districts there are? Do you know how to negotiate with high ticket sellers? Do you know when houses pop up in a certain neighborhood and you can be the first one to go and show your customer? Do you know how many steps there are between your car and the kitchen for those individuals who have a family? What are your skills? Put those out on social media, share with them your skills, and so that people can see you as a real estate professional and see what you bring to the table. You pepper all that in with some vibe, and you have a really amazing and powerful way to attract high quality clients on social media. So, VEMS, that's what you want to be posting on social media to make sure you're posting like a business owner and not an influencer. And this is how you're going to stand out above all of the craziness that is your competitors online. Now, most people, okay, I'm not most people will just leave it to you like that. They'll say, go post your VEMS, go get some clients. But the fact is, okay, is that people will watch your social media. They're watching other real estate agents, other real estate professionals' social media, And we really want to get those individuals who are ready to take the next step with us somewhere taking the next step. So you need to always be offering what that looks like with you. Now, obviously, this could be a consult call with you. You could get them signed up for your notifications through whatever it is that you're using to market. But my favorite way to share with real estate professionals is that you're hosting some sort of masterclass or webinar online. Okay? And this is a rinse and repeat event. You're not always coming up with something new. You're doing this every other week. You're putting it out there for all the people that you meet at networking events and that you shake hands with, or the referrals, or the old referrals, or the previous referrals, or your entire list. And you're giving a masterclass. This gets people off of social media and actually in front of you, so you can build that intimacy, see what their questions are, get those questions answered in a really powerful way. So I share with you a strategy called the invite only event. Now, as we talked about at the top of the hour, you want to be niched down in order for this to work. But if you are niched down, and we can do another episode on niching for real estate professionals later, but let's say you are niched down and you are the number one realtor to contact if you're looking for property on a golf course. Then every other week, you are hosting a masterclass that says how to find the ideal property on the golf course, on golf courses in Portland, Oregon. And then you get all of the people who are interested in hosting in buying real estate in Portland, Oregon on this masterclass. You can actually see who your hot leads are. You can actually help them in this class and invite them to a next steps call at the end of the class. Let's go through some other examples of what an invite only event could look like for you. Okay. In fact, I had a customer and they sent a real estate customer, they send an email to their list that interest rates are going up. How are you going to fund your next home purchase? And if you want to know how to fund your next home purchase in this market, make sure that you show up for my webinar on Tuesday, May 8th, called How to Fund Your Next Home Purchase in This Market. So you get people on and you bring in your lender, your very favorite lender, to ask some questions. You present some things. You bring the lender in to ask some questions. That's exactly what they did. They sent an email to their list. They got 100 people to come to this masterclass and was able to close on some sales after this class because they're standing different than everybody else. They're intimate. They're face to face with people. And they have this rinse and repeat event that they give time after time that brings in those individuals who are hot right now and ready to take the next step. So let's go over some titles on some other titles that you could be hosting around this event that you're hosting every other week in your real estate business. So here's one. If your niche is first-time home buyers, you give a masterclass every other week. First-time home buyer boot camp, everything you need to know to buy with confidence in Portland, Oregon. You always want to put your location in there because that's going to make you location specific, and they're going to be excited to join somebody who understands what's happening for them locally. Let's do another one, okay? How about this? Unlocking real estate wealth, funding strategies for your next investment. Now, this is different than the example I gave you before. The example I gave you before possibly could allude to first-time home buyers and how to find funding. But the way that we've titled this one, okay, Unlocking Real Estate Wealth, Funding Strategies for Your Next Investment, that's automatically going to appeal to people who want to make an investment, a next investment in real estate. So if your specialty as a real estate professional is investment properties, this is the masterclass you need to be holding, because it will attract those high quality investment oriented individuals. Let's do another one. Okay. How about this one? How to navigate the new construction market, how to build your dream home from the ground up. Here's your opportunity to get right in front of those individuals who are looking for new construction, who are looking for that land, who are looking right now to see if construction is a good option for them. And you present this, it will call to those individuals in that situation, and you, as a real estate professional, will know exactly who you're talking to. Okay? So it's these kind of examples and this kind of specificity that you want to get on those weekly events that are really going to bring you real estate sales from social media. So after that, of course, you want to bring him into a sales conversation. You want to make sure that you do that in an organized way, that you document that you host a real high quality, high ticket sales conversation. We will cover that in another episode. But really, ultimately, that's the unlaunch method for real estate professionals. You showcase your VEMS on social media, your vibe, experience, methodology, and skills. You host an invite-only event, very targeted to those individuals that you can help. The name is so important. The way you handle that is so important. And then third, sales conversations. Don't just assume that you can close on rapport, or if people like you, that they will pick you or choose you or have you work for them, but really go in with a plan, knowing how to structure that conversation so that you can get a win. There you have it. That's how you're going to attract and convert high quality leads for real estate professionals on social media. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Millionaire Maker Show. I am your host, Lindsay Anderson. Cheers to you and your success.
Thank you for listening to the Millionaire Maker Show with online business consultant and creator of the Millionaire Maker Funnel, Lindsay Anderson. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time.